need you to control my choices in this book. Take it like a video game, and you need to decide whether to save your lover and the villain lives or kill the villain and your lover dies. You got it? Okay. My name is Uchiha. I'm 5'9", brown skin and red body, and have a dark hair with changing color eyes from hazel to green, from green to light brownish yellow eyes. I have incredible powers. I have incredible powers, but I'm kind of a nuisance. Always getting in some type of situation. It is the year 2022, and I'm a senior at Metro High. This school sucks, but it has its ups and downs. Let me explain. Like every high school, you have your group. You have your dumb jocks, your weird nerds, your gangbangers, preps, and anime kids. I find myself distanced from all of them. I categorize myself as the indie, also known as the independent. I don't like to feel alone, but like to be alone, if that makes sense to you. Okay, reader, get ready for your first decision. The choices you choose determines on the incident that caused me to be an indie. You see, reader, as a kid, my father put me through incredible training, survival skills, martial arts, and intense mental training. When I was 10 years old, I knew how to handle every weapon in the world, from melee to range. My favorite between those type of combat is, and that's when you choose whether if it's melee or you choose whether if it's ranged. If you chose melee, this is why he's an indie. If you chose melee, here's why I'm an indie. When I turned 15, I was walking home from school through the same alleyway I always take, and 12 kids was beating up on a young boy. I'm not the type to help. It had nothing to do with me, but they were really in my way, and I really wanted to go home. I tried avoiding it, but one kid, the biggest bully in school, Trent, 6'2", 230 pounds, huge kid. He said, walk away or I'm next. I laughed and said, I got next. Here's where the action began. Trent, kid number one, and the others aren't relevant enough in this book to give a name, so they're numbers. Kid throws a straight punch with his right arm. Big mistake. Form was all off. I stepped to the left, grabbed his arm, crack, snapped like a popsicle stick. As the bone emerged from his arm, I grabbed it and punched her Kid through in the thigh with the broken bone from Kid's two arm. 2 and 3 screaming in agony. Kid 4 tries to kick me in my face. I gripped his shin and snapped. Perfect 90 degrees his shin went. I almost felt bad for him. I stood up and said, 3 kids down, now I'm gonna go. 8 of those kids were smart from seeing their friend's injury and fled. Though Trent, he was a brave foe, but also the dumbest. Throwing wild haymakers, lots of power, no accuracy. Then slipping one straight punch, I struck his esophagus. Falling with a push kick to the diaphragm, and down the bully goes. I turned and looked at the weakling who was being beaten. Then a cheap shot I took from behind. Trent said, how you like that? I responded, your punch did no injury and had no effects to my cranium, internal and external health. Noticing the ignorant look on his face, I said, Trench, you punch like a bitch. He tried to rush me. I jumped up in a devastating high knee to the chin. As Trent was picking up his teeth off the ground, the weakling was not amazed by my skill, but more scared than thankful. He ran off and told everybody and said I was a maniac with anger issues. So these rumors followed, leading me to having everyone distancing me. Eventually, I became an indie.
What's an indie?
Individual, indie.
Like, I just chilled by myself and had no friends.
He said that at the beginning of the story. How was it listen?
Right? Alright, so
Now, dude.
that was a beast, right?
Wait, what was that fighting? What you said? If you not fighting. He said if you chose these
melee.
two. What's melee?
Melee, like fist fighting and sticks and stuff.
And what's the other one?
Range, like guns and throwing knives. Alright.
Oh.
Now, if you chose range, if you have chosen range, here's why I'm an indie. When I was 15, walking home from school, I was just about to take the alleyway I usually take from school, but my mother asked me to go to the bank and grab a new debit card. When I arrived, I was talking with the front desk receptionist. Hello, welcome to Forward Banking. Where going forward leaves the better behind. How may I help you today? The receptionist said. Yes, I would like my new blank. In the middle of my question, the receptionist was shot in his head, blood splatter all over my new shoes. I was in the middle of a heist. Forward Banking was being robbed by a man named Julio Robito, the biggest, most wanted criminal in the country. He was not a big man, but carried a huge gun, an AEK-999, a lightweight machine gun, to be exact, 650 RPM, 1,500 meter firing range, and silver-tipped bullets.
Jesus Christ.
Accompanied by 5 men. The loco dos, they were twins, and tres pesos, they were triplets. Get on the ground or I'll shoot everybody in this bank, Julio said. Everyone screaming and got on the ground, but of course, I did not. I was looking down at my shoes. I was infuriated. Hey, are you effing deaf? Get on the ground, one of the twins said. I turned around and proposed a deal. Either one of you buy me a new pair of shoes, or I'll kill every single one of you. Julio laughed. I heard their gun clock back and quickly jumped over the front desk. Bullets firing. I noticed the security guard gun. I grabbed it from his waist. I have in my hand a G21, 2 clips, 9 bullets each, light recoil with great accuracy. It's time for action. Everything in slow motion, focus mode, enhance ability. My first target, Loco Dos twins. Total over 3 shots in one of the twins' legs, hitting his femur, the other the kneecap, and the third the shin. 6 bullets left. Hermano, one of the twins said. The other twin said, firing in the range, being extremely idiotic, not aiming at all. He shot a metal desk, causing the bullet to ricochet and hitting his brother in the eye and killing him. I laughed, then shot 3 more. One hitting his manubrium, mandible, and cranium. Instant death, no time for recovery. 3 bullets left. Julio said, what a waste. Dress Pestle each had an AK-47 shooting consecutively. They were lined up in a Civil War battle formation. I shot, boom. Aim for the guns, disabling each one. Time to reload, reader. Click, click, intel. One clip left. 9 bullets. Take aim, fire. 6 shots, each hitting the pelvic girdle, causing each brother to lean forward, giving a perfect aim to the top of the cranium. Should I take it, reader? Why am I asking you? They ruined my shoes. Instant death, no recovery. Now Julio, just me and you, I said. I grabbed 6 pens off the desk. Intel. 6 ink pens, 3 bullets, 1 clip. Julio shot. Immediate reaction, I shot 3 times. 2 for the bullets aiming for me and 1 for his hand holding the gun. Clink, clink, bullets colliding. Julio hand bleeds, breaking every single phalanges. I threw 6 pen in the cranium, harboring his frontal lobe. As his mouth opened, I took the clip out of the gun, threw it in his mouth, then threw the actual gun in the same direction. On impact, it damaged his orifix, hypopharynx, and finally stuck in his esophagus. Reader, if you do not know what that means, study anatomy, but in simpler terms, I effed up his throat. As I looked at everyone staring at me from killing these men, they were afraid. I was baffled. I just helped them, but okay. I grabbed my debit card and left. There was no video footage. Julio gang disabled it. Just rumors about me, so everyone stayed away from me. And ever since then, I became an indie.
So
So which one y'all rather choose?
yeah,